All right, well, let's get this night started with Nicholas Moore. Nicholas is a senior CSS and film major. Nicholas.
I have a confession to make. And I promise, it's not what you think it's gonna be, because that would be too easy. But this is something that I've been struggling with for a while now. And the struggle is so real that even my therapist told me I was beyond help. And that was the last time I saw her. But the truth is, I am a people pleaser. If you need help writing your paper, I'll say yes. If you need someone to pick up your dog's shit, I'll say yes. If you need someone to plan your surprise party, edit your paper, drive you to the airport at 5 a.m., I'll sit there and with a big, fat smile, I'll say, why yes. Why yes, of course I can. And then I'll go home and I'll look at my overflowing to-do list and I'll say, what the fuck did I say yes again? And this is the part I never get to talk about. The problem of always pleasing everyone else. It's exhausting. On the outside, it looks like kindness, but on the inside, it's pressure, fear, guilt. I can trace this habit back to when I was a kid. I learned at an early age that if I was agreeable, if I smiled, if I said yes, people liked me. Friends depended on me. Adults would sit there and say, you're such a good kid. I wish Johnny Boy was like you. Essentially saying yes bought me status. And I wanted to hear that. I needed to hear that. Now, don't sit there and judge me. It's not like I get off on satisfying old women. Well, maybe some of them. But the fact is that at some point I realized my kindness wasn't, being kind became being compliant. Instead of asking, what do I want? I started asking, what will make them happy? Just a few weeks ago, I came home. And after a long day, I went to sit on the couch, as one normally does. And my boyfriend, who's sitting there watching TV, says, when will you say yes to me? When is it our turn? You're always too busy helping everybody else. Holy shit. Imagine how it feels hearing something like that. Gut-wrenching. And it was in that moment that I knew that our road was coming to an end. This was one of those final nails in the coffin. We broke up. Or just the other day after class, a classmate invited me to go get ice cream, and I really wanted to go, so I said yes. But then I quickly remembered, I can't, because I have to play catch up. And I have to play catch up because the night before I was out till 2 a.m., not partying and having fun, but helping a friend with a presentation that I had no involvement with. After class that night, I got in my car, and I'm driving home, and those memories and those questions start flooding my head. Is she gonna like me? Does she think I'm selfish? Did I disappoint her? After all, those were the questions that cost me my relationship. Why would she be any different? And that's when I realized something. My kindness wasn't kindness. It was fear with a big fat smile. They say these are the best years of your life. Oh yeah? Well, I call bullshit. Because this last year has been the most painful and the most stressful year of my life. And why? Because I'm so busy about showing up for everyone else instead of showing up for me. I like to think of myself like a chef during the Saturday night dinner rush. Too many pots and not enough burners. And I can't keep it straight. So I decided to be a little progressive, a little experimental, with a radical 2-letter word, a word I've avoided my entire life, a word so small, yet so powerful. No. The first time I said it, I felt guilty. And then I felt awkward. And then I felt free. Because no doesn't mean that I don't care. It means I care about me too. And when I started setting those boundaries, something truly remarkable happened. Those who really loved me, they didn't run. They respected me more. And in those moments where I did say yes, I was able to show up fully present. Because the truth is, life is not about pleasing everyone else. It's about living with integrity, balance, peace. So if you're sitting out there tonight and you're like me, the first one to say yes, the first one to show up at the scene of the crime of your hungover best friend, ask yourself this. Why? Why? Is it because you want to? Or is it because you're afraid not to? And once you start answering that question honestly, no stops being scary. It becomes powerful. It becomes freeing. And it might, just might, become the kindest word you ever learned to say. Thank you.